As I was telling you about Tunisia, yes, he invited me to his house. He was a senior a Danish pensioner. Yeah. And he let me know that he liked to take me to Tunisia with him where we could remove our clothing. And I was approximately 16 years old. Must have been in his 70s, somewhat of a decrepit individual. But he mentioned the sex trade that's available in certain nations of the world. Yes. Now, I would like to know if there's anything in Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, Libya. Yeah. Could you get me all the Wi-Fi towers? Pooh. All the steam generators and every turbine that produces any electricity in the north of Africa. And then all of those elected to office and any treaty obligations of those nations and the United States. I'm a little upset at the world right now. And when I start thinking about, well, what are you doing there? I know Tunisia is probably very important to those that live there, but my thought is it's a nice resort destination. Yes, it is. Somewhat hot there, is it? Two Islamic terrorists killed at least 10. Oh, is that right? Why don't you just get me the parliament of Tunisia and every obligation of Tunisia to make sure you don't really like owning the various nations of the world? Now you say I can't sue you, but I think I can. Pow. Oh, oh. Now, Tunisia is a republic headed by a president and prime minister called the head of government. Assembly of Representatives of the People to 5-year terms. The president appoints the head of the government, members of the cabinet known as the Council of Ministers. Life in Tunisia is more uniform than it is in other African and Middle Eastern countries. This uniformity is chiefly due to the people's similarity in language and religion. Now I know. Get me the treasury of Northern Africa, Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, and Libya. Now, I thought, yes, I would be desalinating some water in these areas over here. Yeah. But I'm thinking that somebody has hot, dry summers and warm, wet winters. Is that right? Yeah. Just get me all the assets of Tunisia because I'm going to want my rights enforced and I'm going to want to end global warming. Yes. And then I'm going to want to sue certain nations that have any knowledge of the United States committing the crime of misprision of treason or treason. Now, this is Woman's Day. Oh, look at that. I found out there was a new item on the market that did make some sense to me, considering all these dogs keep, well, they keep, what do they do? They discharge into me and leak my ass as I'm trying to walk. They have something very innovative that I'm thinking that a lot of Americans would want to purchase. Yes, because of leaky ass syndrome of those that are in the family that thinks it's funny leaking the ass of American citizens. Now, I know you're sitting there at home thinking, well, what do I need to run out and purchase? You can find it in Woman's Day. Now, for every dog that thought taking my asshole was such a good idea, yeah, I'm going to want you removed. And then for all of those that have dogs that thought that being traders to the United States of America was such a grand idea, look at the stereotype of the plumber. Oh my gosh, he's so hunky. I'm going to talk to you about these stereotypes. Where men always buy flowers and all women always receive them. Yes. And men are always the batterers and women are always the victims. Yes. Now, my thought is when my wife has victimized myself and my family, oh, there it is. The accidental bowel leakage, the ABL. Yes. The butterfly, women's and men's. Yes. The new butterfly body liners fit comfortably and discreetly in the buttocks. Because of those that are in the family, yeah, that accidentally cause your bowel to leak, yes, because they're constantly grabbing your asshole and trying to influence what you do. Now, I just need to know of all the purchasers of the butterfly because they have the accidental bowel leakage. He does.